What is up, everybody? Part 2 of the hate list. Here we go. Rounds 4 through 7. That's what we're on today. I may drop it the same night as I dropped the first part. We will see. So without further ado, let's just get into it. Once again, the ADP is what I'm ranking off of. It's not about if I think the player is going to be a bum or not. There are some of these I think that are going to be bums and not worth any fantasy value, right? But I don't say that explicitly. I'll just say, hey, don't draft him there. Okay? All right. Let's roll.
On this episode of Shooting the Shit with Sam.
So, where we left off, after round 3, we go to round 4. First guy in round 4, DK Metcalf. I have said this for a while. You know, you'll look at his stats, and they are never like eye-popping. You go good receiver, and you still have this mentality that he is some sort of blossoming prospect, guys. He has been in the league 5-6 years. He is what he is. He is a average, below average route runner that is a deep ball threat. He also has a 40-year-old plus quarterback throwing to him on a team that the franchise kind of, relies on the run a lot and plays smash mouth football. Now, will Rodgers check out of that and piss Tomlin off by week 4? We don't know. That's probably what's going to happen, but we'll have to see. I do not like DK Metcalf, just based off what has he done for you. What are you missing if you don't take DK Metcalf in the 4th round? What are you missing? Because I think guys behind him that I like are much better than him, and his ADP is up 10 spots on them. He's getting drafted at the same spot, a little bit after, maybe around 6 picks after Marvin Harrison Jr. He's getting picked with Cortland Sutton and DJ Moore. That is awful, guys. You must take those other guys over him. You are not missing anything. He's been outside the top 25 as many times as he's been in the top 10. That's what he is. He has weeks where he's wide receiver 48, and he has weeks where he's wide receiver 17 and 12 and 8, and then 52, 69. That he is no. Still in round 4, we have Davante Adams. This is a trend. I'm off of the Rams, and that isn't – I was off of him before I was off of the Rams. I was on the Rams until the Stafford injury. It makes me go, ugh. And the public, I saw how much the public, because I make content and I don't watch much other content because I'm not impressionable that I'm going to steal it, but I'm impressionable in I may slip and say something somebody else said. I don't want to do that. So I explained that a lot in my videos, but I started looking, I'm like, oh, the public is all in on the Rams. I have the right take here. So Davante Adams, the reason I'm off on him, he just came off once again the best season fantasy points per week wise since Larry Fitzgerald in 2015 for a receiver 32 or older. Okay. Best points per week in 10 years for a receiver 32 years or older. I go with the data. If we have anomalies like Derrick Henry and we have anomalies like it could be Davante this year, that's fine. I don't draft anomalies. I would rather rely on data and kind of the facts and common sense. Last guy in round 4, Alvin Kamara. Get any Saint you mentioned. Rashid Shaheed is a sleeper. Get all of them out of here. I don't want a single Saint. And Kamara, he is a talented player, and I know every year of his career, he's always been a top 12 running back per week. Cool. Those things end, and I will say it's coming to an end this year. Tyler Shuck has looked awful. Spencer Rattler is awful. He played last year. Chris Olave, you want a Chris Olave pick? You go ahead. One hit and that dude's brain is mashed potatoes. I want no parts of it. Keep me away from teams that I can go, they're in contention for the first pick. Before week 1, the Browns are in the running for the first pick. The Saints are definitely in the running for the first pick. Even the Titans don't go in that class with them to me. And I think we all know that. We move on. Round 5. David Montgomery. He's the only one I have here for this round. I do see an uptick in Gibbs's work. I said that earlier, and you're going, how? It can happen, and I think it does happen. I think his snap share goes up. Are you willing to take a dude in the 5th round where there is so many good players, where he is a touchdown reliant guy, a in between the tackles runner, without Frank Ragnow, who retired, an all-pro center, one of the best centers of the last decade, probably the best center of the last decade outside of Jason Kelce. I don't want a touchdown-reliant, aging running back with extensive injury history coming in. If you draft him in the 5th round, he is your RB3 or your flex or your RB2. I would rather not. And if you're doing no RB, please, God, do not take him. Go to Travion. Go to one of those guys. Go to James Conner. And I'm not even sold on James Conner, but I don't hate him. He beat cancer, motherfucker. Okay? He can do anything. I'm not telling him he can't age or like he can't age well. I'm not saying that. He's always been productive. You know, and I don't know if he gets utilized as much in this offense without Ben Johnson. We do not know what they're going to do. We're going to have to wait and see and go from there. I will take the top end talent in Gibbs in that backfield, obviously, in the 1st round, right? Number 6, Jerry Jeudy. In round number 6, I know a lot of y'all think that Monday Night Football game against his former team with Jameis Winston, Buccaneer fan, once again, Jameis Winston throwing him the ball is indicative of what to come. Why did my voice just, what is this analysis that when the season ends and a team goes on the run, that means the next season they're going to be good or a player? He was wide receiver 44 without his top 5 performing weeks, right? He had 8 weeks inside the top 30. He had 9 weeks outside the top 30. And 5 of those weeks were outside of the top 50. I'm fine. Thanks. I don't know where people think that there's value there. There's some of these things when I see people getting paid to do this and I'm not, and they're like, hey, man, y'all got to get Jerry Jeudy. Great value in the 6th round. Explain it. Does Dylan Gabriel look good? Does Shador Sanders look good? Do you still believe? Are you the Joe Flacco as elite guy and he's 42 playing right now? Do you think that's the whole season plan? I'm not picking a team that I think can go 2-15. Legitimately go 2-15. I'm good. All right, round number 7. The Steelers' backfield. Jaylen Warren is the RB1, but last year he only saw more than 60% of the snaps in one single game. Caleb Johnson, if you are fading him now and you are high on him, there is no need to fade him now. I don't know why you're fading him now. The Steelers offense, to me, I don't want a single player on that roster. So I have a different mentality than most people when it comes to this backfield. I'm not touching this team. Like, if I can go through my queue and filter them out, I would. I'm not even kidding. I'm not making jokes. I don't want them on my board. Caleb Johnson, if you're fading him, guys, they spent a 3rd-round draft pick. The Steelers spent a 3rd-round draft pick on a running back. He is eventually going to get the job. And even if it's a 50-50 split, did you ever see Jaylen Warren getting goal line snaps with Najee? No, you didn't. I think they all are literal just stashes on your bench. There's no way week 1, and if you are, fucking delete the team. If you're rolling out Jaylen Warren or Caleb Johnson and you're not in a 12 to 14-man league at least, then your team is fucked anyways, buddy. Get that out of here, okay? And I think you're just betting on health. That's what you're betting on. Who's going to be the healthiest? I never want to be in that situation. Now, if we have information, to me, draft Caleb. Out of anybody, draft Caleb. It's easy. Round 8, Cooper Kupp. I hate the pick. Hate it. And it's not because of the end of last year. It's what I've seen the last 2 years, yes. when you are getting, that is a target funnel. That, what Cooper Kupp was a target funnel. That is the definition. A player that was obviously washed, by the way, if you watched a game. Also, his team, the team that y'all love now because of the end of the season, weren't they dog shit at the beginning of the season? Doesn't that mean you get down in games and you throw more? Got it. Secondly, the hair is enough. He's lost all discipline. His discipline's gone. All right, he looks like he's getting to the retirement stage where he's letting his hair get stringy. He's growing the beard fully out, and he's going to go live in like fucking Fort Lauderdale, and we won't hear from him again after his contract is up. If you want me to be dead honest. I don't know where the kid's from. I think he's from Washington. The kid, I think he's my age now, which is funny. Also, Sam Darnold, I don't care. I don't want anything to do with Sam Darnold. I don't care about the season. I knew you said it. Bro, 4,000 last year. Kevin O'Connell is Kyle Shanahan level of play caller, by the way. I know that's hot take-ish. Cool. Him, Sean McVay, and Kyle Shanahan are the best play callers in the NFL, and Liam Cohen is behind them because we hadn't seen it throughout a lot of years, right? Kevin O'Connell is incredible. I think he can make a dude like Sam Darnold come back to life. I think Baker and Sam Darnold's cases of being busts then coming back are two different cases. I think Sam Darnold was treated with more respect throughout the league and looked at with more respect from the eyes of their play. And I think Baker was obviously better than Sam Darnold for basically their whole careers. Even in Baker's worst years, I thought he was much better than Darnold. That is the official hate list. So we'll go through the whole thing at the end. Here we go. Round 1 is CMC, Puka Nacua, Ashton Jeanty. Round 2 is Josh Jacobs. Round 3 is Breece Hall, Ladd McConkey, Kyron Williams. Don't know why I didn't say his last name. T. Higgins. Round 4 is DK, Devontae, and Kamara. Round 5 is David Montgomery. Round 6 is Jerry Jeudy. Round 7 is the Steelers' backfield. And round 8 is Cooper Kupp. All right. I will be back with the love video very soon, going into the draft on Saturday, Sunday, whenever it is. It's Sunday. It's going to be a hell of a time. Y'all come join me for the draft. And yeah, man, I love you all. We out. Peace.